No, Des and I we're in the stands, and we told people, after the game, like we're trashing the offense, right? It was a terrible, horrific performance. They really had every reason to lose that game, and they found a way to pull it out. It was their worst performance of the year. But we were talking about the offense and like just how inept it looked on that particular day. Now, granted, losing Blake was a huge loss in the game, emotionally, functionally, all that, but still, they were very dysfunctional. But hearing everyone's comments in the stands, it was just as frustrating. Everybody was frustrated. Equally, like, what is this? Great call. Saying
what are you doing, Big Blue? What are you doing? I literally had this drunk guy two seats down. What are you doing? It was hilarious.
Yeah,
but yeah, I get it. It's tough, and I'm just I'm glad they were able, obviously, to pull it together. With the Ohio State game, part of it was Ohio State's fault a little bit, but because they just went so hard against the run that they just left our wide receivers with so much space to catch the ball. So what are we going to need to do to really hit that, win a playoff game, win a national title level, which is, I think, why Blake Corum came back. He wants to win a title. He's not satisfied with just getting to the playoffs. He wants to win a title before he goes to the NFL.
That's the last thing. I mean, that's the last level to reach. That will be the ultimate. That's it. I mean, that's for all the marbles. How do they find a way to get to that level? And it's going to be interesting because, I don't know if last year is a precursor to how future years are going to go for college football, but I think you saw a little bit more parity with the top level teams, probably a little bit more than you have in the past. You didn't quite see anybody separate themselves as, okay, that's different. Now, I know some people will say what Georgia did to TCU was like, okay, Georgia was clearly way better than everyone.
Sure.
I'm not so sure. I still believe that Michigan, we saw what Ohio State was able to do against Georgia. I still believe Michigan would have had put up a much better game. And if Michigan plays their A game, maybe they have a chance to win. I still believe that.
Yeah. That set of games was so hard for the fans of the transitive property. You win this game, well, then, okay, you actually, beat this other school by transitive property. And it was really hard to do that with those couple of the games because Michigan beats Ohio State in Columbus. Then Ohio State gets within 1 point of Georgia in the playoffs. And, somewhat, some would argue should have won the game.
I was almost sick if Ohio State won that. If Ohio State pulled off won a national title, I would have been sick to my stomach.
Yeah, it would have. it was real close to being an Ohio State Michigan final because Michigan doesn't shoot themselves in the foot 300 times. If Ohio State pulls off that field goal at the end of the game at midnight, then you're looking at a Michigan Ohio State national title rematch.